Hi, my name is Robert. This video is designed to give you step-by-step detailed instructions on completing the task at hand. Please read the comments in the About section of this video. It has valuable information and updates. My YouTube channel has a disclaimer video that I encourage you to watch. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you found what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. In this video, I'm going to be installing this rear wing on my car. I figured I need to get it installed before I hack it up. Driving around with it and bumping it around and stuff like that. Now, the brackets on the old style is 3 pieces on each side. You got this piece here that is mounted to the wing. You got this piece here that mounts to the car, and you have a spacer that goes between this and the hinge on the car that I'm missing. So I'm going to manufacture that out of a piece of metal that I use to support the dash mounts. I don't know where my spacer is. I'll probably find it and replace this manufactured one, but this is the old style, original style brackets. Along with the spacer, of course, you'll need screws. So I went and got screws that I believe will work for my mounting, and it's an M6.1.0 nuts. Then I got M5.8, and they're 20. I guess that's 20 threads per inch or something, whatever this would be in metrics. Then I got M6-1.0 times 16, M6-1.0 times 20, M6-1.0 times 25, and M5.8 times 25. These are actually M6 1.0 nuts. The rest of these are the screws. So I'll show you how all this stuff goes together. Let me manufacture my spacer real quick. I'm going to use this to manufacture my spacers. So let me get something to cut these with so that I can use that as my spacer. That may be half as thick as I actually need. I'll find out when I go to mount it. This is the part number to these brackets I get from Home Depot. And again, these are the brackets that I use to repair the back of the dash when they're broken up and coming apart from the firewall. First thing I did was use my 10 snips, and I cut the bracket right at the edge of the holes, and then I'm going to file the holes open. So my initial cut is like this one on top, and then I file the slots open like the ones on the bottom. I use my little tri file. I use this file here, open it up, then flatten them out, and now I have my spacer brackets. Next, I have to secure this bracket up in this corner of the hinge on this, and I have to leave these 2 screws and then have this screw that'll pass through there to secure the wing bracket on there. So I'll pull this long one first, put this up in there, put the spacer in there, and replace that long screw there. I think that's a T30. To get that spacer to stay in there like that, I might want to put a piece of tape or a dab of glue or something on there. And I could also have made them longer. It looks like that thing could have used being a little longer and cut a longer groove in there, but let's see how these little ones work. Alright, I have my screws started. I have it to where it's flush with that. Now I'm going to try to slide this spacer up there and then push screw to screw in further, and then it's got to have a nut on the back of it. So let me go ahead and drive that in some more. Alright, I have my screw coming through. I have my spacer on there. Now I'm going to just go ahead and screw that in. It takes a 4mm Allen, and then I'm going to put the nut on it. Switch from the 25 to the 20, and I got that thread almost about to come out of there. When I tighten it up, that thread should be flush with the nut. Now I'm going to put the 15s in the top hole. It looks like the ones that came out of the top hole may have been 10s or almost 15s, maybe 12s. Let me go ahead and thread the top one in there. Alright, I have the top one in, which I said is a 15. The lower one in, which is a 20. And now I need to get the side brackets in. I tightened that nut in with a 10 millimeter. I'm not sure if I need to move this bracket up or down. It does shift a little both ways. Let me get the other one in place, and then we'll put the actual wing on. Alright, I have the driver's side on, I have the spacer in, I have the nut on, and as you can see, the threads is right about even. So now I'm going to set the bracket and the wings in place and bolt them on. One bolt's going to go all the way through and secure to the inner side, which should secure that. And it looks like I got a cable that's going to hit, so I got to be careful. And then these two will just screw right on the surface. They're as short as I could get them. Alright, now I got the other side lined up. Now I got to bring this side over and put the short screws in there and the long screw through there. So let me get those screws. There's the button head screws. 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. I need to find that other small button head screw. It's got to be around here somewhere. Had a little bit of issues with this bracket lining up with this bracket, so I actually had to loosen the nut a little bit and move the bracket around so I could get the screws started in here. See how off that is? So let me work on getting that lined up and those screws in. When you tighten these side brackets down, you want to make sure that the spoiler is against the glass and there's a pad in there that buffers the spoiler against the glass. It absorbs noise and stuff like that. So make sure it has those pads in there, and then press it down against the glass before you tighten these side brackets. I'm going to try to move the main supporting bracket out just a little bit before I secure these. And I do that by loosening this nut and trying to pull this bracket out a little bit toward the back. There you have it. I did not use the 2 M25s, and now I have the rear wing on my car. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.